Morning, we just got to public beach access and I just wanted to show you the size of this house. It's huge. So here's the front section and then there's like a pool in the middle and then this huge house on the back. How much would you guess that that's worth? Right on the beach.
I don't know.
I would say 2 million.
Probably more than that.
More than that?
Yeah, it sounds like you're still working on it too.
I mean, it's just like hard to get my head around. So we decided, since we're going to Southport today for that huge festival I mentioned, we decided today to just do metal detecting. Brian has a metal detector and we never find anything good. One time we did find 2 rings. They were costume jewelry, not expensive jewelry, but that's the only thing we've ever found that was even remotely worthwhile other than money, like loose change. But it's fun. It's something to do on the beach that's fun.
Bunny on the beach.
Oh yeah, bunny. Hi bunny. That's a little one too. Cute. So we're at a different beach access. That's why I'd never seen that house before, because we wanted to get closer to the hotels. Beautiful day. Wow. So you can see the hotels start. Good morning. Start right there. There's that house I was just looking at. And so we're gonna walk down that direction to see what we can find, because usually near the hotels is when you're more likely. We mostly find trash like beer tabs, like can tabs. We pick those up too. Whoa, hat. Very windy. We pick those up too to throw away. Figured we'll do our So if you've never done metal detecting or seen someone do it, this one is a really inexpensive one. They make really fancy ones that are very sensitive. This one's not as sensitive, but it still gets the job done for someone like us who's just doing it as a once or twice a year hobby. We don't do this very often, but it'll basically beep when he comes across something, and it tells him based on the sound whether it's trash or possibly something nicer. It can tell the sort of the quality of the metal. Man, it's really pretty today. Looks like we're gonna have good weather for the festival. So the festival, we think, is a huge art festival, but they also have food and stuff too. We've never been, so it'll be new, and it's about an hour drive from here, so that's why he's not swimming today, to leave a little more time. It just found a beer can. All right, this is my job with the trash bag here. What's weird is there's usually these, what do you call them? Trash sweepers on the beach, and I haven't seen them at all this time. Yeah, I haven't seen them one time. Anyway. Time to pick it up. All right, can number 2.
It was that deep.
Yeah, it was deep. Very windy today. So metal detecting is about the only time that we actually come down to the hotel area, just because it's more crowded and there's less places to sit. But I thought I'd slow the film down and give you a look at what it looks like here. So there's all these huge hotels. And these umbrellas you see set up, and they're setting up chairs down there, the lifeguards set up and charge rent for. I guess if you fly in and you don't have a way to drive out and just buy a cheap chair, I guess that's a way to go. Last year when we were here on 4th of July, some guy begged us to search for his wedding band, which he had lost. And yeah, that was funny. And poor guy had lost it the day before, so we pretty much told him, like, there's no chance it's still here, because we'd had like a tropical storm or depression come through, so I mean, it had rained horribly the night between from when he lost it. Oh, look, a bottle tab.
Pull tab.
Yeah, first pull tab. We've been getting actual bottle caps today. And, so he had mapped out this square grid for us to search, and he kept offering to pay us, which of course we wouldn't take. And we searched the whole area for him, but it wasn't there.
Well, we got his hopes up because we did find a couple of things.
Yeah, yeah,
Trash, of course.
yeah, always trash.
Pull tab this time.
All right, now there's lots of lizards here at Myrtle Beach, but I've never seen one on the beach, and I've never seen one this tiny in my life. Wow. He's like super small. No, don't move him. Just let him sit there. He's sunning. Aw, you disturbed him. Here's the front of that brown house that we parked next to. Very fancy. So here's our final collection of treasures, which is promptly going into the trash can. We have a shovel, looks like 4 Corona Extras, a Bud Light, a Miller Lite, a Bud Light Hurricane, 2 beers, or wait, actually it looks like a Pepsi can, and a candy wrapper. Woohoo! So we've arrived in Southport, North Carolina for the festival today. We haven't found the festival, but we saw lots of people parking, so we decided to go ahead and park. So this is a really good example of a small town in America. This is sort of what it looks like when they're not sort of dead and deserted. A lot of them are, but this one is very cute. It looks like Brian spotted the festival ahead on the left.
I think there's 2 parts of the festival. There's one that's probably, this is the first part, downtown area, then there's another one that's on the waterfront.
Oh, cool.
Not sure how we're going to find it.
Maybe we'll figure it
I
out.
hope it's in walking distance. I don't want to move our car again.
Yeah, I don't want to have to move the car either. So here we are at the in-town part of the festival. A lot of art, and I've seen quite a bit of jewelry and wooden bowls. Something for Dad. He's always feeding the squirrels.
See, that would be pretty cool.
Pretty pottery. I really like the pottery.
Oh,
I like these fun little guys.
Hi there. How are you doing?
Hi, good. How are you?
Thanks.
Got Cape Fear rum cakes. I bet those are good. You should get one. Got a winery. I've never had that wine, but I'm not a fan of North Carolina wine. Most of it's from the muscadine or muscadine, I'm not sure how you say it, grapes, which are very sweet. So usually the wines are sweet too. So we're heading to the coast. I can actually see some coast for the second part of the festival. That was the inland part of the festival. And Brian just noticed this 91. It doesn't feel that bad. I think the breeze is keeping it feeling pretty good. It doesn't feel too humid yet. Definitely not burning up like yesterday. So, of course, it's pretty early. I'm sure it'll get warmer. The thing about hearing this music makes me feel like I'm on the Carousel of Progress. Sure. So I'm sure everyone already knows this, but the 4th of July is America's Independence Day. So there's a lot of celebrating, usually fireworks and cookouts and that kind of stuff. And we get a day off for work, most people do. That's why we took our vacation this week. We only had to take 4 days off because Friday was a holiday. So this is the first day of this festival, but it runs all the way through the 4th. We came today hoping it would be slightly less crowded. So Brian wants to go check the food out. The shrimp and flounder got you excited? Shrimps. Oh yeah, it does say shrimps. That's so funny. So I ate in the car before we got here because at these kind of things I never know what's gluten-free. Probably nothing. So yeah, I'm not going to be eating, but Brian will probably get some shrimps. So here's some of the gluten-filled offerings. They do look tasty.
I don't know where they put cheese over those lemon fries though. Oh hey!
Hey look, it's giant turkey legs. Now barbecue, if you watched my Carowinds vlog, barbecue is something that's very popular in both of the Carolinas. So basically they just smoke a pig on a smoker and then put various sauces on it, or sometimes no sauce, depends. I lost Brian. I just found a shady spot to sit in because it's really hot when you're standing in the sun, so now you feel the 91, but the coast is really pretty. It's a great view. So it looks like Brian finally got his food, and it's definitely fresh made because it took a while for him to get it. That looks tasty. That's a lot of fish.
Yeah. Fish and chips.
So this is the American version of fish and chips. Show them the chips.
Yeah, it's real chips.
It's like potato chips, not fries.
That's good because that way I might get some onion rings.
So that makes it okay to get onion rings?
It's probably really hot.
I was able to get one of these swings here by the water to hang out, which is pretty nice. This is a great view. Eagles just keep stalking everyone, hoping that they'll drop some food. It's pretty funny. Pretty view off the pier here. Nice.
It's so windy. This video is going to be nothing but
Wind. So Brian said this is actually a lighthouse here, this metal structure. Original lighthouse was erected in 1794. The Maritime Museum now. Brian's chilling on the front there. It's pretty neat looking. So we just learned that Under the Dome was shot here.
So they did some in Wilmington, some here, some in Burgal.
That's pretty neat. Brian likes that show, I do not. He read the book too.
It's alright.
So it looks like... Oh, it's Safe Haven's actually set in Southport, the book. And it looks like a ton of other movies were shot here, at least partially.
Nothing good though. It's all...
Weekend at Bernie's was good. Bald Head Island. So we just got to the Maritime Museum. It looks pretty neat.
megalodon too.
Wow. Was that found here?
So isn't that the creature they had in Jurassic World? Isn't that called the megalodon?
I don't remember.
You know, jumped out of the water.
Yeah, I don't remember. Well, you see the size from the normal shark to that. Well, they have this periscope, and it actually goes outside, and we were looking at boats. I don't think it'll show up on the camera, but...
Let's stick it through and see what happens.
Okay, let's stick it up here. I really doubt it'll work there, but I had to stand on the child step there. These boats are really cool. The USS North Carolina is in Wilmington, and you can actually tour it if you're looking for something fun to do. It's really, really neat. We've done it a couple of times, but that's definitely worth seeing.
It's definitely a hot tour though.
It is a hot tour.
Unless they've added AC to it.
They could have. We haven't been in years, but yeah, I would go when it's cooler. Yeah, you do.
You go down here where there's no air at all, so it's hot. Look at this piece of wood's from the deck.
That's cool. Very cute Christmas house. They look like they have Candy World in the back. Do you want to go see what Candy World is? Let's go, why not? Here's a book about Walter the farting dog. He's banned from the beach.
Too much farting.
That's so funny. It's a Minion Christmas tree. You know what this reminds me of? Is like the gay dolphin on a smaller scale.
Yeah, because it's like tight corridors.
Yeah, and it's a lot of random stuff that doesn't always go together. How about a camo nutcracker?
That's cool.
Do not miss our fantastic upstairs Santa's bedroom. All right, now I gotta go up there.
Santa doing up there in the bedroom.
I guarantee you a really long time ago. Yes, it is. And there's a Halloween room.
Did you see this?
So apparently Santa's bedroom is Halloween. Oh, so this must be Santa's bedroom. Seeing as how Santa's in the bed, I'm gonna go out on a limb and say that this is Santa's bedroom.
Oh.
See how he's hanging out in bed.
He looks like really happy.
In a creepy kind of way. You're just too fascinated with that. I should have had the camera on your face instead of on him when you walked in the room. So now we're back downstairs. More ornaments. Would you like a donut with sprinkles? There's the pickle.
Oh yeah. Margarita?
Yeah, there's a margarita over here too. Bacon.
Maybe nothing says Christmas like margarita and bacon.
Here's a tree that's all donuts and cupcakes and ice cream.
And then this creepy guy
Yeah, what's he doing?
staring him down.
Yeah, he is creepy. I thought it was hot in there, but then you come outside and you're like, wow.
That's when 78 on the AC sounds cool.
Yep. So the Southport, North Carolina festival for the 4th of July was not very exciting. It was just sort of the typical stuff you see at arts and craft festivals. Nothing bad, just not... It's stuff we can see in our hometown at arts and craft festivals. Nothing unique, I guess, is what I'm trying to say. And a few fair, like, food stands, and I mean a few, like 5 or 6 total. It was a pretty town, but if I was going to visit the town, I would just come a different time. We have been sitting maybe 30 minutes in traffic trying to get out of town, and and it just goes on and on. Brian just looked on his phone and it doesn't let up for miles. We've probably gone 2 miles in 30 minutes, would you say?
Yeah, the cars just keep coming in. I don't know where these cars are going to park.
No, I don't know either because they had no proper parking lot. Like we parked on a side street. This town just does not seem built to handle the capacity for this festival. So even if it was the greatest festival in the world, which is not anywhere close, we wouldn't come back just because of this one way in, one way out type thing. It's just not worth it. So that's our review. So we're going to sign off for today. Bye.
Live from Traffic Land.